Good morning. How's it going? I am Chris. I hope today's the greatest day of your life. So, I just got back from a run. It's a gorgeous day. Got my 5 miles in at a breakneck pace because I always go at a breakneck pace because I'm fast as can be and I'm an athlete. But, gentlemen, something I was going to talk about is people talk about trauma, they talk about suffering, these different things. But suffering, trauma, is never a reason to have an excuse for not accomplishing what you should accomplish. So in my life, I went through an incredibly traumatic childhood. I was incredibly abused. I grew up with people who were so dysfunctional and nuts. It was crazy to me. But here's the kicker. Growing up with that misery, that suffering, it taught me multiple things. It taught me to be present. It taught me to focus on what I can control and what I can do. But also it showed me that you can be incredibly dysfunctional and off your rocker, crazy, whatever, and you can still make it in this country. So guys, it's not that hard. And so also what it showed me though is that people can always live life by their own terms. And oftentimes, if people choose to live their life by their own terms, if they're poor, we call them crazy. But if they're rich, we're like, oh, they're rich, they're awesome. But you can always use that to live life by your own terms. So in my case, I have OCD. I have very severe OCD. However, I don't use it as an excuse. In fact, I'll say this. Many of the traits of my OCD has helped me become exceptionally successful because I understand volume, I understand numbers, I understand awareness, people, things like that, because I notice things super well. And so that's a powerful tool. So I could use it as a crutch and a mistake, like, oh guys, I just have this, blah blah blah. No. I use it to accomplish things and do great stuff. But that's also why people draw the same conclusion to things like, well, how could you smoke a cigar? You're gonna get smoke in my face. I could ingest that into my lungs and blah. Like, get away from me. If you don't like it, stay away from me. If you don't like me, don't speak to me. If you don't like my videos, don't watch my video. As simple as that. I am not pushing anything on you. I'm not promoting anything. If you don't like cigars, then don't smoke a cigar. Simple as that. But you will not tell me how to live my life, and I will not listen to your crap and garbage about how I should live my life or what I should or should not do. And so I have a person I spoke with, and this guy he's a spiritual teacher, right? I don't really believe a lot of what he says, but he has a lot of interesting points. I believe next to none of it. I think it's bullshit, but I did like this one. He said when he was giving a chant to one of his clients, one time his client who's dealing with keeping up with the Joneses, who's dealing with pressures, all these things. He said, "Come back to me in a week. I'm going to give you a mantra to recite every morning. That's going to help you stay on the path, so you don't feel like you have to impress people anymore. Keep up with the Joneses." So a week later, she came back and he thought about it. He sat her down and said, "All right, so I have my mantra. I went to my teacher in India, and he came to me with this, and this will help you. You'll repeat this after me every morning when you think of those people in your life and their expectations. This is the mantra. Fuck them all." Fuck them all. And probably why I love cigars, it's my personal autonomy, my ability to say, fuck them all. So, gentlemen, live your life, do as you will, but if someone has the audacity to try to tell you how to live your life, and you're not hurting anyone, you're living life by your own terms, you're being a righteous human being, you have full right and full personal autonomy to say, fuck them all. That's how I've chosen to live my life. I pretend to do great good, but if you tell me how to live my life, I will say, fuck them all. And I'm probably more successful than you anyway. So that. But not everyone. I will be mild, but I am very successful for my age. We will go with that. Anyway, gentlemen, I love you all. What's your favorite cigar? Does anyone have any old cigars you curate and you try to I guess like reseason and stuff like that. I'm missing the word. I'm slightly fatigued at the moment. But anyway, have the best day of your life. I love you all. Mwah. Subscribe if you like. If not, that's fine too. Anyway, adios. Goodbye.